Laredo 240 MK here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is basically a new used camper. Folks bought it right here from Haylet's, one owner. And long story short, when they bought this, they were downsizing because a bigger rig was a little too much for them. And this is kind of their last hurrah, and they took this out a couple years, and I think they just decided their adventuring days were over. You can see where they used it a little here and there, but it's been so few and far between, it's not even funny. A Laredo has always represented a good cut above ordinary, and this one especially. This was the first season they unveiled what they called their life-size package. And when we sold this, it was a whole slew of options and upgrades that were very uncommon in travel trailers, and most of which still are, and I'm going to try to go through that here. First of all, very well kept. Everything's in great shape. I did notice that the top of the cap here has sun chalked a little bit, but that's going to happen. Pretty much any camper stored outside will do that. The power tongue jack here, a lot easier than having to manually crank something up and down. Notice that this has a really severe bullet nose cap on this. It was kind of an accidental thing that they accomplished, giving it some good aerodynamics. They wanted to make this look different, so they built this to encompass the propane tanks. If you look closely, you can actually see them sticking out the bottom there. Well, when they did that, they extended the coach, or the nose cap, and made it a little more of a sweep on the front, as opposed to like a common blunt nose trailer like you see there. Our delivery drivers started asking us, man, what are they doing different at Laredo? We're getting like 1.5 miles better gallons when we tow these things. So we looked into it, and they didn't realize it, but they created an awesome bullet nose on this. Things like magnetic door latches and one-hand operation, baggage doors here, those are not unheard of today. They're still uncommon, but these guys were really one of the very first to market with upper end features like that. The insulation package on this is really as heavy duty as almost any travel trailer can get. Very heavily insulated roof, floor. What was it? I'm trying to remember my history on these. It was about like an R28 roof and floor, which is very few fifth wheels really actually match that. Nicer aluminum wheels here. This was absolutely designed to be one of the most well-appointed travel trailers in its class. And usually when you get really high-end stuff like this, you tend to only get it in like these 35-foot packages. But here you have it in an awesome little 24-foot couples camper, Previous owners put a little receiver hitch on the back here for things like, bike racks and accessories. And I'm going to try something kind of dumb. I'm going to try to climb this ladder one-handed. Please don't do this at home. There we go. Sorry for the wiggly camera work there. But look at the roof on this. The roof is just pristine. It's been extremely well kept. And look at the wrap over roof line that you have here. You see how the rubberized roof membrane actually wraps around the sidewall of the trailer. Pardon the bad camera work as I try not to kill myself here again. But hey, you do whatever you got to do to get the shot, right? Big power awning on this as well. Push the button, get the awning, nice patio shade, and none of the wrestling with a manual awning that you often expect. This was actually the very first Laredo I saw when we started carrying this brand. And I walked in not expecting much, and I walked in and saw a 50-inch walk-in fifth wheel shower and a 24-foot couples camper. My jaw hit the floor. I had never ever seen anything like this before, and I've still never really seen one that matches this awesome bathroom and a little rear bathroom couples camper. This is supreme. We also have a porcelain foot flush stool here. Now, not only that, but they still had the foresight to give you a nice linen cabinet right here, so you do have space for towels. They really, really did a knockout job on this. The closest thing I have to something like this today would be a 23 RB Passport, which is a far cry second. This is really, really well equipped and well appointed. This has a big king dinette in the slide, and that's another difference. By the way, if you're hearing that chirping, that is the carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide detector rather. When we turn off the coach batteries, they start chirping at us because they think they're losing power. The U-dinette here can serve as an additional bed space if required. And that table there is freestanding. You can move it around anywhere you please. All of your windows here open for ventilation, and where it's really critical is the windows on the sides of the slide also open for ventilation. You get some excellent cross breeze in here. A lot of other campers with this floor plan have a more shallow slide, like an 18-inch slide, not a full 36-inch deep, true big slide. This has a vaulted cathedral ceiling, which is giving us 7 foot of clearance at the pinnacle here. And that extra headspace is invaluable for tall guys like me. I'm 6'3", I'm wearing boots. Actually, some folks were in this camper yesterday at the time of this filming, considering purchasing it. They have not yet, so I had to go ahead and put this online. But he's 6'4", and he goes, yeah, right, I can't stand in there. And he was shocked he could, without hitting his head. He was very happy and impressed with that. This is a true 60-inch wide by 80-inch long queen bed. Queen sheets actually fit this, not a shorter camper queen. You will see a little power outlet here on the side with a small little stand. But what's really nice is they give you a recessed headboard with its own power outlet up here. So your CPAP machines and all that stuff can be up by your head where they belong. Not, you know, dangled up from the floor with an extension cord and getting tangled up when you roll over. Because that's not fun for anybody. Giving you the opposite look here. I just want to give you a quick sweep around the bed. Before I forget, because I always forget to talk about these, I always do. Huge cabinet right here. And that goes all the way through to the other side. So that is 100% accessible storage space. Your dinettes, by the way, your booth seats here, have a little door that can pop open to get to the storage under there as well. What's kind of cool about this floor plan, not kind of, very cool. If the slide is in and you're going down the road, you can get to the refrigerator and the bathroom without even monkeying with the slide. And you can actually still sneak in and sit down and have a sandwich without having to mess with anything. The refrigerator, by the way, is an 8 cubic foot fridge, which is not impossible to find in travel trailers and more common today than ever. But again, in 13, very few guys were doing it, especially standard. Almost no one was doing it standard. Your cabinetry is built to perform. This thing is made to last. It's made for road use, road abuse. And they put a shelf in this extra tall cabinet so that you get maximum space out of it. Otherwise, all this would be wasted fluff space. Very efficient way that they kind of stack the electronics here. You know, common camper microwave, that's the same thing you're going to get in any camper, really. All-in-one CD, DVD, stereo system here, outside speakers, all that good stuff. Now, we also have this, what is this, like a 32-inch flat screen here on this nice pivoting swing arm, and it's, so you get to almost see my reflection in there. There you go, guys. You get to see my bald head sticking out of that thing. But you can make that face the dinette. You can make it face your bed. You can, it adjusts to you. Now, this also has an exceptionally good countertop space for a smaller couples camper, and you do get really good drawer space in here as well. 4 of these big drawers just in this one little spot. This rear closet is awesome because it actually gives you a spot for extra, you know, coats, clothes, things like that. And in case you're wondering, this is like a full RV cover here. And, you know, there's... That's a good couple $100 right there. There's hundreds of dollars of bonus accessories included with this camper that the previous owners just really didn't need anymore. They had done their camping and they were all set. What that means is that you guys get a really good used RV price tag on a late model, very highly equipped trailer. Give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping. Have some fun.